Follow up this morning to a story our David Begnaud reported last week. It's about the case of Vincent Simmons, who was convicted of attempted aggravated rape in Louisiana back in 1977. You may remember David spoke to his alleged victims, who were 14 years old at the time and are in their 50s now. They maintain he is guilty, but he says he's innocent, and he's been fighting to clear his name for decades. This afternoon, Simmons will find out whether he's entitled to a new trial. New evidence discovered by CBS News could play a role in the case. David Begnaud is our lead national correspondent, and he is outside the courthouse in Marksville, Louisiana. David, good morning.
Vlad, good morning to you. Listen, Vincent Simmons has tried at least 16 times to get a new trial, and he may be on the verge of doing just that today. There are bits of information that were never heard by the jury, which Vincent has been trying for the last 30 years to get a new judge to hear and say, you know what, the jury should have heard that. You didn't get a fair trial, so I'm going to grant you a fair trial. Among that evidence is the following. When the twins, who were 14 at the time, were examined by a doctor, there was no conclusion of sexual assault that was found by the doctor. Also, one of the twins that was 14 that said she was raped was found to be a virgin after she claimed that she was raped. Also, when the girls first went to speak with the sheriff, and the sheriff said, tell me what happened and tell me who did this to you, they couldn't identify their attacker. In fact, they told the sheriff that he's a black man, and the sheriff said, well, tell me more. And they said, well, all black people look alike. And then they went on to say, all N-words look alike. That testimony, which many experts believe could have been damning at trial, was never heard by the jury and was never known to the defense, according to one of the defense attorneys who is still alive. Speaking of defense attorneys, I spoke with Vincent Simmons' defense attorney, Justin Bonus, and I asked him, what is Vincent's state of mind this morning?
He's happy and thankful and praying, but he doesn't know what's going to happen. The fact that he's not angry, that's the thing about Vincent, is if I was Vincent, I'd be angry. He's not angry. He forgives them because he knows vengeance isn't his.
The twin sisters, Karen and Sharon Sanders, will be in the courtroom today. This is the first time since the 1977 trial that they have actually gone to a court hearing for Simmons. They insist they are victims and that Simmons is guilty.
And so, David, what do you expect will happen today?
Look, Vlad, according to our reporting and our sources, we expect there is a strong likelihood that Judge Bill Bennett is going to declare a new trial. And if he does that, we can report this morning that it is likely that the district attorney, Charlie Riddle, will stand before the judge and the court and announce that he is not going to retry Vincent Simmons. Number one, our reporting is the DA believes he could lose the case. And also, he believes that if he were to retry Simmons, he couldn't get more than 40 or so years in prison. So he believes essentially it's okay for him to walk out. After 44 years, Vincent Simmons is set to turn 70 on Thursday.
We will be watching. David Begnaud, thank you as always, my friend.
Turning 70, imagine that. A lot of years behind bars. All right, up next,